What do you think? Should JSU play in 2 bowl games? Should that even be a consideration? It seems like it's a real thing based off this article from HBCU Game Day that says Deion Sanders pushing Jackson State for a pre-New Year's Day bowl game. Deion Sanders wants Jackson State to play or to be seriously considered for a pre-New Year's Day bowl game. This article from HBCU Game Day by Stephen J. Gaither says Deion Sanders has had his name floated around as a potential head coach for many Power Five and FBS programs, but he's currently the head coach at Jackson State, of course. Despite Jackson State being a member of the FCS, Sanders is pushing for his program to be involved in a higher level bowl. Why can't that be us? I'm just saying. Why can't it be us? Sanders said, quote, Sanders asked on Monday SWAC Media Conference Day, and he said, you've got teams that are virtually 6-5 going to a bowl. Ain't nobody going to see them play. Ain't nobody turning the channel to witness the foolishness. But you have us that travels deep, that travels heavy, Coach Prime said. Jackson State is currently 9-0, ranked 5th in the FCS, and lead the subdivision in attendance by a long shot. Not only that, you have us as a people when, not if, when one of, he said not if, when one of our schools gets selected by one of these wonderful Fortune 500 companies that are the title sponsor to a bowl game, we will support collectively. You feel me? Jackson State is one win away from going back to the SWAC title game. The winner of that game will play the winner of the middle, of course, the MEAC conference in the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta. Sanders has already stated he has no desire to play in the FCS playoffs, but bowl games do have some allure for him. He was quoted saying, "This is after the Celebration Bowl. That's the goal. Let's get that out the way." This is after that. This is a pre-New Year's Day bowl game that we would love to have an opportunity to play in. I think they will bring a large number of people that will want to watch that game, whether it's on TV or in person. And if any Fortune 500 company out there is run by anybody that's halfway as smart and realize the cultural impact Coach Prime has had on HBCUs, JSU, and throughout the world, basically, they'll realize this business opportunity. And I'm sure they'll come calling and they'll say, "Hey, Coach Prime, us over here at this bowl would love to have you. Us over here at that bowl would love to have you." Let's look at some of these bowl games right here, Bob. Of course, you got bowl season coming up 2022-2023 schedule, and they have released it, a celebration of college football. And the bowls start in Nassau, Bahamas, December 16th. And with that Bahamas Bowl, basically, I mean, you're starting off in the Bahamas. I think that'll be a great opportunity for the Jackson State football team to be able to go to the Nassau, to the Bahamas, to be able to get that. But guess what? They can't, because the Celebration Bowl is December 17th. So all these bowls up here are kind of wiped out. He's talking about a pre-New Year's Day bowl, which would be like a week or 10 plus days later. A bigger bowl, you know what I mean, later in the schedule, because the bowl stopped with the college football championship playoff January 9th, right? They could be eligible to play all the way up till, like, I would say, starting with the Hawaii Bowl, December 24th. The bowl that I actually played in is now called the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, and they can be there for that that's actually Christmas Eve, not New Year's Eve or anything. It is a pre-New Year's Eve, but it's actually Christmas Eve, December 24th. That bowl would be a good one for them to go to. I think a good experience for those guys to have out there, just something different for Jackson State. But I think Coach Prime will want somewhere where his fans can travel and they can enjoy this type of thing. I don't think Hawaii would be one of those destinations where everyone will be able to come and enjoy. That fan base would be showing up. So let's say that one is out of the question. No Hawaii Bowl for Jackson State. Let's go to the next one. Detroit, Michigan, December 6th for the Quick Lane Bowl. Is that it? The Quick Lane Bowl is what it is. Detroit, this is a good option. December 26th, day after Christmas. But I'll put that one out too. I'll put out the next one, December 27 in Montgomery, Alabama, the Camellia Bowl. That's an okay bowl, but not one of those big ones that Coach Prime want. It comes on 12 p.m. on ESPN. But we're gonna X that one too. They've already played in Montgomery, even though that kind of would be a good one because we know those fans would be able to come to Montgomery. So let's hold that one off. But it's not one of the big bowls that I think he has his eye on. You know what I mean? It's a celebration of our people. I think we're coming up on that bowl right here. Not the First Responder Bowl in University Park, Texas, which would be a place that Coach Prime, I think, would be pretty familiar with. Coming from his old stomping grounds out there in Texas, could be somewhere he would be thinking about. But I don't think this would be the place or the ideal place that Coach Prime would want to have this bowl game at. Let's look at the next play. The next one. The next one would be right here. Let me see if I can get this up for you guys for you real. The next one would be right here, and that is in Birmingham, Alabama, the Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl. And with that mayor up there, Mayor Woodfin, and Birmingham being right there, you can see how many people they get for the Magic City Classic. They haven't played in Birmingham yet this year. Birmingham is a good middle ground, coming from like Atlanta, coming from Mississippi, Jackson, coming from Tennessee, South Alabama, Florida. Birmingham is a good location, big enough field with UAB's new Progressive Stadium, Progressive Park. I might be messing up the name, but that new field they have up there in Birmingham would be a good bowl for Jackson State to go to. So we'll circle that one right now as a big possibility for Jackson State. That one would be on ESPN also. And I think they could draw a huge crowd in Birmingham, Alabama for a postseason game. Next one will be in Phoenix, Arizona, Annapolis, Maryland, Houston, Texas for the Tax Axe Bowl. All right, that's another possibility. They travel well to Houston, as we just saw them play in Houston this past week. Would they want to go back and make that trip to Houston, or would they rather be in Birmingham? Either one. Those are pretty much primetime games. The 28th, though, in Houston is a 9 p.m. game, so that's a primetime game, and that's the only bowl game on other than the Military Bowl that came on earlier in the day. So all of these are possibilities, but right now my lead runner is Birmingham, and that'll be front runner Birmingham, and then the second one would be Houston with the Tax Axe Bowl. The next one, Bronx, New York, Orlando, Florida. Cheez-Its Bowl would be good in Orlando. San Antonio, Texas would be a good one, Alamo Bowl. Charlotte, North Carolina, Duke's Bowl. El Paso, Texas, Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger got a bowl? Damn. Tony the Tiger Bowl, basically. Tucson, Arizona, the Arizona Bowl. That one has a lot to do with Barstool Sports. As you see that logo up there, that Barstool Sports logo, they're playing in Tucson, Arizona, presented by Barstool. We all know the connections that Barstool have with Coach Prime and Under Armour and SWAC Entertainment, and all the connections they have with Coach Prime and everything around him and that SWAC Entertainment brand. So that's going to be a strong possibility right there. We'll see how much of that Jackson State D.I. Love faithful will make that trip out to Arizona, but that is a bowl game that would tie into with Jackson State and what they're doing, and it will be a December 30th. Coach Prime, he's smart with his words. He said a pre-New Year's Eve Bowl or New Year's Day Bowl, and this is exactly what this is. It's sponsored by Barstool, and if they can get those guys there, I think that's going to be a prime one. Miami, Florida is possible, but I think they're looking for even bigger schools. The rest of these bowls, I think, are looking for the major schools right here. Orange Bowl, Music City Bowl, All-State Sugar Bowl, Peach Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. All those, of course, they're going to have the USCs, the Ohio States, such and such, and letting them beat somebody. But that Arizona Bowl, that Birmingham Bowl, I think those are the two that are the heavy favorites for Jackson State to go to for their second bowl after the Celebration Bowl, the Cricket Celebration Bowl, which they should sell out in Atlanta, and hope to play another bowl or another game like 10, 12 days later. I think they'll draw a crowd. I think they have enough pull to do that as far as their ratings go on TV so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's what we made this for. All right, let me see what you guys think. If you guys think Jackson State is worthy for that, leave it in the comment. We'll get back to you, man. We're about this thing. Peace and love. Yeah.